Hello, EC Country. I am planning to smoke a bison brisket today from the store. If some of you have had the bison, you know how good it is. It's from Clark's, Nebraska, 3-generation ranch. Same bison that's on the Husker food table. And as you can see, I think you can see the bison brisket. It's already trimmed, but bison is a bit more lean than beef. And so makes for a nice lean brisket. I am going to season it with Timbo's seasons, which we have at the store. Timbo's seasonings are all handcrafted right in La Vista. You don't need a science degree at all when you're looking at the ingredients. No MSG, no nitrates. And I'm also going to use duck fat from the store. Cornhusker Kitchen does this right here in Nebraska. Duck fat is very healthy for you. Your natural fats are good for your digestion and health system. And then also duck fat, as far as taste, doesn't have its own flavor. It only enhances what you put it on. So it's also a good non-stick. And as you can see, one of my methods for smoking, which may be different, I always put it in the tin pan. And I like to hold in all the juices. Sometimes some people like to put the meats right on the grate. And the problem with that, especially on like an 8-hour cook, which is what I'm planning for today, is you'll lose all those good juices. And I like to keep those in. I'm also going to use a little bit of onion powder. So there's some of that. And one of my favorite things is garlic. I got to have garlic on. So I'm going to do a little garlic here. And then just some cracked pepper. And I'm going to do some Himalayan salt. I either do Himalayan salt or sea salt and try and stay away from the salts with nitrates and such. So that's step one. We'll take you through the process. Okay, we're outside now at my smoker. I use natural wood. I don't have a pellet smoker, so I'm starting off with pine. Pine kind of gets the fire going pretty good, and I will then later do some hardwood such as oak and such. So there's my fire. My placement in the smoker is about mid to back. Don't like to try and get it up too close there. So I'm gonna zoom in here so you can get a better look at the bison brisket here. So you can see it's a beautiful cut. It's going to taste great later. You can see the seasonings I was showing you earlier. And then I've got the tin pan, and I do put foil over the top, and I'm just gonna buckle this down really good. And just sharing some of my reasoning with all that. Some of you, if you're familiar with a crock pot, so your low and slows, I like to keep all my juices in there. I like to have it tender. And 8 hours of full smoke is a lot of smoke. We're gonna get some good smoke flavor, and we're gonna get some great smoke coloring, and we're gonna keep this tender and juicy. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. But this is how we start off. Is we're just gonna buckle it down with the tin foil. It's placed about mid there. We got our fire going, and with the wood, I actually don't get as consistent of temperature as maybe like a Traeger or something. This certainly would work with a Traeger. It's actually easier. Maybe you do about a 225 for 8 hours. Mine's a little more variable because I use the natural wood. So I'll show you how it turns out here. It's just low and slow and patience, and it's going to be a great meal when Amber comes home from the store today. Hey, Sea Country, just coming out here to check in. I'm at about 5 hours here. I just kind of kicked up my fire a little bit. When you use, I guess, real wood, and now I've got a combination of oak and pine in there. The pine does kick it up a little bit more. My temperature's been somewhere between 225, 300, but you can see, I mean, look at the bison brisket, and this is why I use the pan. You see my juices, and here's where we are at on the temperature at about 5 hours, about 172. I'm gonna try and bring that to about 200. So got a few more hours to go, but just wanted to give you a little update here. Thanks, guys. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, so here's the grand finale. We've been waiting for this, patiently waiting. So the first thing I'll just show you here, and my granddaughter's helping me with the camera. Just gonna put I've been letting this rest a little bit, and you can see that. So on your brisket, you want to get up to around 200. And I let and then you want to let it rest, and I've been letting it rest. But you can see, even though it's rested, we're about there. And so, if you ever heard the saying, stick a fork in it, it's done. So that's what we're going to look at here. So I'll have Laura bring in, and you can see this is pretty tender. It's got really nice color into it. We still have all our juices there, and it's going to make for a really nice brisket once we cut that up or pull that apart, however you want to use it. So that's it, folks. It's done, and hopefully this video has been helpful to you. This is a bison brisket, but you would do a beef brisket very similar. So thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.